Alright guys, major news for Arknights Endfield. With the new official teasers revealed during the latest dev interview, we now have confirmation on us getting future gacha changes to the game, and hopefully it will improve it by a lot. So in this video, let's break down all the key points we talked about during this new dev talk, teasing all the new changes coming out in Arknights Endfield, things like the new gacha system, better pull income, and many more new additions to the game. And real quick, if you guys want to be kept updated on everything Enfield, make sure to like the video, subscribe, and turn on the notifications to not miss out. I'm also going to be giving out a free monthly pass to you guys, to my subscribers who like and leave a comment down below. But alright, let's not waste any time and get right into it. We have quite a lot of hype news to talk about for today's video, and that is brand new gacha changes. So first, this information came directly from one of the latest developer interview, where the lead developer of Arknights Endfield openly addressed one of the biggest criticism players have had since launch, and that is the gacha system. And honestly, this is probably the most transparent statement we've gotten so far from the devs themselves about the gacha system. The dev basically acknowledged that Enfield progression and monetization systems have been confusing for players, which is true. Specifically, people pointed out things like too many currencies to keep track of, unclear drop rates, the confusing PD tracking, and of course the rotating banners that make it hard to understand, as we have pool of the two previous limited characters inside a banner with all the other standard characters. And it seems like this was an overall experience for many of the players, felt that the system was overly complicated, and this was the experience that most players were having with the game. So this interview confirms something important. The developers know the system needs improvement, and more importantly, they are actively trying to change it. But the key part here is that they mention even players who are used to gacha still found Enfield system outdated and confusing, so it's a design issue that they're now trying to fix. Unfortunately, they did not give us a specific solution right away. However, them acknowledging it and knowing that they're gonna fix the system is for sure good news. Now, we also have even more news, and that is us on getting more pull currency. So more pull currency is incoming for Arknights Endfield. This is one of my biggest complaints with the game. If you guys see my pull count videos, it's always a negative title, and that is because of the lack of pull currency. I did a pull breakdown for the second phase of the 1.1 version update, and that was very low, barely 30 pulls completely free to play. For a full phase is pretty bad. I know, especially in later phases of patches, usually it's lower than usual, but the entire pull count for the patch still looked pretty low. So according to the devs, they're analyzing a lot of the player feedback and gameplay data to see whether players feel paywalled by the gacha system. Because that's important, they said they want to prevent players from feeling locked out of progression due to pulls, so this strongly suggests future patches may increase event rewards, overall login rewards, and just pull income per version update, which is going to be really good for the future of the game. Now, another thing they confirm is the changes that's already happening, that is the adjustments to early progression. So they're going to make early progression even better for selection permits and faster team building. The developers mention adding selection permits, allowing players to choose characters early, so basically a character selector instead of relying on pure luck. For the newer players that start out, will for sure have a better experience. Their goal is that most players should be able to build a strong team very quickly and not rely purely on luck. And according to them, in the current version, most players can already build a top tier team, which is exactly what they want. So this tells us maybe they will give us a free character selector in the future patches, maybe in the 1.2 version update. I know we have the live stream coming out very soon. I'd imagine they wouldn't just simply give out the free character selector to the newer players, but instead give it to every player, and whoever is new to the game can also immediately choose that selector and pick a character of their choice. That would be pretty hype if they end up doing that. So with them mentioning it during the dev talk, it's now highly likely we get a 6-star operator selector in the near future. Now, the other big change is the big upcoming improvements, which is more like the quality of life changes. So they want to simplify the game. The developers, they confirmed that they're trying to combine currencies because players feel overwhelmed by many existing UIs, and honestly, this has to be one of the most common complaints since launch. Right now, players deal with multiple pool currencies, exchange currencies, there's event currencies, upgrade resources, then there's the whole factory system with a bunch of resources as well. So simplifying currencies could mean fewer conversion steps, clearer banner understanding, easier tracking of pulls, and overall just a better UI and a better feel to the game. So with that being said, the most important statement is definitely changes to the upcoming gacha system. If they can really make the gacha easier to pull on characters and make it a lot better, it could drastically improve the current state of the game. A 6-star character selector would be nice, but another important statement is definitely more pulls per patch. So this is one of the biggest takeaway from the entire interview, and now moving forward, we can expect an even higher amount of pull currency, which is a big win, especially for the free-to-play players. With that, free-to-play players seem to be the major focus of this game with the delayed dev talk. So putting everything together, here's what this likely means moving forward. We have more pull income per version update, simplified currencies, better UI, better early game progression, and potentially us getting a free 6-star operator selector, less confusing banner systems, stronger free-to-play viability, and possibly even more things and better changes that they haven't mentioned if feedback continues. The devs even mentioned experimenting with different monetization modes in other games, showing they're open to basically evolving beyond traditional gacha structures. So with this latest dev talk, I have high hopes for Enfield to become much better moving forward, starting the 1.2 version update. So let's do a quick recap of everything confirmed from the developer interview. Devs acknowledge the Enfield's gacha is confusing, more in-game currency is being planned, pull income is now actively calculated per version, we could get a free 6-star operator selector, and that will be for all players, existing players, and everyone that is new to the game gets this immediately as well. You got currency systems that may be merged and simplified, the free-to-play players are being prioritized and having balance focused around it, and goal is for gacha to never block gameplay enjoyment through the gacha system. And honestly, this is probably one of the most promising developer responses we've seen so far. But yeah guys, that is all the major information revealed from the latest Arknights Endfield developer interview regarding future gacha changes and system improvements. Now I want to know your thoughts. Do you think Enfield's gacha system needs major changes, or do you think it's already fine as is? And what is your other big complaint with the game? Let me know down below. But if you enjoyed the video and want to stay updated on everything Enfield, especially with the 1.2 reveal right around the corner, I'll update you guys when that is out. Make sure to like the video, subscribe, turn on the notifications so you don't miss out on future updates. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.